Yo, sup gamers. Today we are about to step into the museum of gaming disasters.
Stadia.
The top 10 worst fails in gaming history. These are the moments where you just have to ask, who thought this was a good idea? From hardware meltdowns to games that bombed harder than anyone expected. So grab your snacks, get comfy, and let's jump straight into it. Starting off at number 10 is Fallout 76. Released in 2018 by Bethesda, it was meant to deliver an exciting new experience for fans of the Fallout series by transitioning from a single-player format to an online multiplayer game. However, the game was plagued by technical problems right from the start. Players encountered frequent bugs, glitches, and server crashes that made the experience frustrating. Additionally, issues like infinity loading screens and bizarre glitches made it difficult to enjoy the game. Bethesda even tried a premium subscription service, but by then the damage was already done.
No I in nuclear wasteland.
Coming in hot at number 9 is Radical Heights.
New from Giannis Toys, Radical Heights action figures.
Radical Heights was released in 2018 by Boss Key Productions. It failed because it entered the Battle Royale market too late, competing against well-established games like Fortnite and PUBG. It was rushed and launched in an incomplete state, full of bugs, lacking features like customization options for characters and smooth, engaging mechanics. While the 80s aesthetic was unique, the gameplay mechanics and ideas didn't innovate enough to stand out in a market already dominated by Fortnite and PUBG. And at number 8, we've got the Gameboy camera and pocket printer.
Act colors.
They were designed to give the handheld console additional functionality beyond gaming. The Game Boy camera was a tiny digital camera that allowed players to take pictures, while the pocket printer printed the low-resolution photos onto small rolls of thermal paper. The camera took blurry black and white pictures, and the printer made low-quality prints. Number 7 on our list is Suicide Squad Killed Justice League.
The fastest man alive!
This game had the potential to be a hit, but it fell apart. Rocksteady's attempt at mixing shooter mechanics with a squad gameplay ended up feeling disorganized. The missions were repetitive and the gameplay didn't match the high standards set by their Arkham series. This failure came at a cost, reportedly resulting in millions in lost potential revenue and making it a painful misstep for the developers. Even the biggest studios can take a serious financial blow when a game doesn't deliver. At number 6, we've got the Valve Steam Machine. Valve attempted to bring the flexibility and power of PC gaming into a console-like device for the living room. They partnered with different manufacturers to create various versions of the Steam Machine, all running SteamOS. However, the project failed because there were too many models with different specs, making it hard for buyers to choose. Many PC games weren't optimized for SteamOS, and also many popular games didn't work well or weren't supported on it, which made the console frustrating for gamers expecting full access to the Steam library. All of these issues combined led to the downfall of the Valve Steam Machine. Next up, at number 5, we've got the Nintendo Virtual Boy.
It came from the third dimension with its own brain.
A so-called VR console from the 90s. But the real question is, why did it fail? Well, for starters, it had a unique red and black design, but the graphics were also entirely red and black, which caused eye strain and headaches for most players. On top of that, you had to hunch over a table to play, leading to neck pain and discomfort. The console also had a poor game library with only a few games, so because of all this, Nintendo discontinued the device within a year. Okay, number 4 on our list, we've got Concord.
Slow them down a little for you. Meet at the rendezvous point.
Wait, what? Where's the rendezvous? I didn't catch
The game was supposed to be a PlayStation exclusive shooter that would rival Apex Legends and Overwatch 2, but unfortunately the game quickly failed after its launch due to some reasons. 1. The game had a $40 price tag, which didn't make sense when competitors like Apex Legends and Overwatch 2 were completely free to play. 2. The game launched with barely anything to do in it, few maps, modes, and features. And 3. The trailers and teasers didn't build enough excitement for gamers. Sony shut it down 11 days after launch, making Concord one of the fastest game flops of all time. Number 3, we have the PlayStation Network hack of 2011. Ever heard of the PlayStation Network getting hacked before? Well, it happened. In 2011, hackers broke into Sony's network and stole the personal data of 77 million accounts. That included names, emails, passwords, and maybe even credit card info. Sony had no choice but to shut down the network for over 3 weeks, leaving gamers stuck offline. To apologize, they gave out free games and PlayStation Plus memberships, but it was still a rough time for PlayStation fans. Number 2 is Google Stadia. In 2019, Google promised us the Netflix of gaming, by a system where you didn't need a fancy gaming console or a gaming PC. Instead, you could stream high-quality games directly to other devices like phone, laptop, TV, etc. over the internet, which was a great idea by Google. Instead, we got the buffering wheel of doom. For cloud gaming to work really well, you needed a super fast internet, but most people didn't have that kind of internet that could handle it smoothly, which led to a laggy performance for most people. Google Stadia struggled to secure big popular games like Minecraft, GTA 5, Fortnite, and more. This lack of major titles contributed to a poor game library and limited support. After just a few years, Google Stadia shut down. Finally, at number 1, we've got the Xbox 360 Red Ring of Death. In the early 2000s, Microsoft wanted to drop the Xbox 360 before the PlayStation 3 and then the Nintendo Wii. In addition, Microsoft rushed building their console without properly testing the hardware. This, however, made the console overheat like crazy, and it ended up causing the infamous Red Ring of Death. The failure rate was as high as 54%. Microsoft, on the other hand, spent over $1 billion fixing the mess and giving affected users free repairs. While the Xbox 360 eventually became successful, the launch issues left a scar. It made gamers think twice about trusting new hardware. Let me know in the comments which video to upload next, and click this video to know the games that left us speechless. It's your boy Blueprints. I will see you next time. Peace.